Yo, it's the Co.
And yo, it's the Cone. And today we have our very early predictions for the 2023-2024 Premier League season. We're going to be going from 20 to 1. We're going to go 5 at a time, so it's not just back and forth. Make it a bit simpler, wait until the end to have any comments, concerns. If you have any comments and concerns on our lists, put them down in the comment section below. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you don't miss any uploads. And here we go. Marco, would you like to start us off with 20 through 16?
I would love to. I think let's change it up. Let's do
relegation.
Let's do relegation first.
And then
start off from there.
Okay, that's fine.
So the 3 teams that I have going down. Sheffield United, I have them 20th. I have Nottingham Forest at 19, and I have Bournemouth at 18.
Okay. I have one of the same that you do. In 20th, I have Luton Town. I don't see it. 19, I have Everton. I think it's been a long time coming. And 18th, I have Sheffield.
So you have 2 teams.
2 teams that just came up, going back down.
For the next 3, let's just do 3 groupings. The next 3
the top 4.
Yeah, until the top 4.
Yeah, good.
Until we get to European football.
Yeah.
So the next 3 I have is Crystal Palace, surviving on the last day, Wolves, and Burnley.
Crystal Palace, that low?
Yeah.
I guess it's like.
I think they make a run. I think they make a run.
Like they're in the relegation zone and they make.
I feel like they're like West Ham. I think they make a run in like the FA or the
the
Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
They care about that more than.
All right. I can see that. For me, my next 3, I have Bournemouth at 17th, just barely staying up. 16th, I have Wolves. Just kind of like they're just like a bottom 5 team. And then 15th, I have Nottingham Forest, who I think will continue to stay up for years to come. Shout out Brendan Johnson.
My next 3, I have Everton, I have Luton Town, and I have West Ham.
You have Luton Town higher than Burnley?
Yep.
Really? Didn't Burnley just dominate the championship?
Yeah.
All right. My next 3. 14th, I have West Ham. 13th, I have Fulham. Fulham's tough for me.
Yeah, Fulham's like a mid-table
I think Fulham
team.
could get relegated, but I also think that they could get the Conference League or the Europa League. They're just they're all over the place. They're everywhere. And in 12th place, I have Crystal Palace. Just a mid-table team at best.
For my next 3 teams, which would be let's do 14 after this. So it'll be 11th, 10th, 9th, and 8th.
Okay.
I have Fulham at 11. I have Brighton at 10. They are losing key players. They are in European football, so I see them worrying about that more than...
They'll get players, but they'll lose McAllister and Caicedo, which will be much harder on them compared to whoever they'll get in.
I have Tottenham Hotspur at 9. Horrible. And I have Brentford at 8.
Yeah, all right, I'm okay with that. If Kane leaves, they'll be mid-table for a while, I think. There's not much outside of him. All right, in the 11th spot, I have Burnley. I think Burnley are going to be a mid-table team for a while. I don't think they're going to contend for Europe this year.
Just give them 2 years.
But
2 years.
Give them a year or 2 in the Prem, and they'll be right there. In 10th, I have Brentford. just like the perfect mid-table team. They're gonna give the good teams a run for their money, and then just lose to like Luton Town like 4-1. Like it's just gonna happen. And in 9th place, I have Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, the exact same. And we're going through 8th place, right? And in 8th place, I have Aston Villa. Just barely losing out on a European Conference League spot.
So for my, we'll do the conference.
We'll do 7-6-5, yeah.
For the conference league spot, I have Aston Villa. I think they're going to get a lot of players being in European competition this time. For 6, I have Chelsea. Then they do way better than what they do, but I think a lot of the players that they bought are not going to perform as well as they did this year also. And in 5th, I have Arsenal. I have Arsenal at 5th.
Wow. All right. You don't see them making a similar run. I don't think they'll be the exact same, but you don't see them making like a similar run.
No, I think the teams above them are a lot more better than them.
For me, my Conference League spot, I have Brighton. Still losing players, but really well managed, and they just have a bunch of random players who genuinely I didn't know they existed until I saw them play, and they're ballers. Like, who is MC Son? I know who he is now, because he's a baller, but like they have such a good like scouting department, development, a great academy, whatever it is, like it's gonna make youngsters want to come through that team. 6th place in the Europa League, I have Chelsea. Similar to you, just I don't think some of the players will perform. I think they're gonna lose a lot of players, and it might be similar to last year, or I guess this past year, where the players that they sign just can't mesh together, and they're just going to keep trying with new people, and the same results will happen. In 5th place, final Europa League spot, just missing out on the top 4, Newcastle United. Right after making a Champions League spot, I think they fall back a little bit, but they're a top 6, top 5 team for years to come.
My 4th spot, I have Liverpool. I think they go back to Champions League football. I think, actually I'll save that for another video. I think they perform very well. I think the new players coming in that they were going to buy in the summer transfer window will perform very well and help this team go back to Champions League football. I have Newcastle at 3rd. I think they're going to get a lot. They have the money for new players. The team that they are rumored to get are a very, very dangerous squad. And I think they go back to Champions League football for a second year. For the 2nd spot, I have Man United. Very great squad. Also have a lot of money.
They very well might have a lot of money.
And
they could have.
They're gonna buy a lot of new players. And for my number 1 spot, I think it's gonna be 4 years in a row where they win. I have Manchester City.
I mean, it's tough to like if you put City 1, it's just like you can't really argue it because they very well might. My top 4. In 4th, I have Liverpool. Very similar to what Marco said. They started off really slowly this year, but the last couple months of the year, they looked like Liverpool again. And I see them getting a Champions League spot. Maybe not easily, because again, the top 6, 7, even 8 teams are really good. What was that?
7-1.
7-0.
Oh, it was 7-0?
Yeah, Liverpool in the 4. In the 3, I have Arsenal. Similar to what Marco said. except I do think that they'll have a bit better of a run. It's the last month and a half of the season showed the type of team that they are. I think they're not title contenders just yet. I think it was nice that they got a taste of what it was like, and if they're in a title race next year, I think it'll be better than it was this year. Only because they've done it before now. Like, it's not the first time that they're doing this. And if it's not, maybe you have questions about the players, maybe you have questions about Mikel Arteta. We'll see. In the 2 spot, I have Manchester City. I want to preface this by saying it depends on the Man United takeover with the owners. If it's the Qatari owners, I think United win. If it's Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos, or the group that's buying it, if it's majority Ratcliffe, then I think United win it as well, because there will be a large financial takeover, which will give Ten Hag and the scouting department a lot of freedom in the transfer market, and they're going to get players that they need, but they're not going to overspend like a Chelsea will. But if it stays kind of like a 50-50 with the Glazers and Ratcliffe, I think City probably win the league. So, City at 2, Manchester United at 1, as long as the takeover goes well. I think United will get the players they need, keep the players that already do a great job for them, and they will be back to becoming the best team in England.
What match game do you think they win the title?
Oh, it'll be 36-38. It'll be the last couple weeks. Different.
Yeah.
We both went with our teams, but you know, I think that's to be expected, especially considering both teams are very, very good. If you have any disagreements with our list, put them down below. Maybe even give your own list. We'd be happy to read it, happy to look at it. Make sure to like and subscribe. I already said this, but make sure you do it. A large percent of you are not subscribed. I'm looking at you. You're not subscribed. You better subscribe. You have anything to add, Marco?
And shout out to Luke Biassi's Liverpool for making it back to Champions League football.
Shout out Luke Biassi.
Shout out Luke Biassi, you know, our guy.
And until next time, see you guys later.